What's going on, guys? Ace here, bringing you a high stim pre-workout review. I just got back from the gym after taking a 5-day break to recover from a couple of injuries, and it was a perfect opportunity for me to objectively test out this pre-workout. So just to reiterate, I've been off of stims for 5 days. I'm going into this clean, my system has reset itself, and this is my second time trying this pre-workout. I am, of course, talking about Kilo Labs Hybrid. This is a pre-workout that a lot of members on the pre-workout supplements subreddit have requested for me to review, and this is something that I've had my eye on for quite a while. This is supposed to be a really happy kind of pre-workout. Some people, again, made the comparisons to Dark Energy. People really need to stop comparing things to Dark Energy because Dark Energy is Dark Energy. So I always keep hearing, and I know that's kind of the standard bearer right now, Dark Energy is up here. So I understand that people want to make that comparison. People really need to stop comparing things to Dark Energy. Let's keep Dark Energy off the table. This product right here, Kilo Labs Hybrid. Today was my second time trying this pre-workout. And like I said, I took a 5-day break from stims altogether, only taking my morning coffee as my only source of stimulation. I went in today after a 5-day break, and I was really excited to test this product out and bring you an objective, unbiased review. The first time I took this product was 1 week ago, a little bit over a week, maybe 8 days ago. I took it at a slightly heaping scoop. The serving size over here is 1 scoop, which is 14.6 grams, and there's 25 servings per container. I'm going to go over the label in a moment, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of this pre-workout. Before I get into that, I want to talk about the concept of this pre-workout. This product is called Hybrid. And I think it's aptly named Hybrid because it's supposed to be something in between a pump formula and a high stim pre-workout. It's a hybrid. It's something in between. So don't go into this expecting something like Crack or like The Power or Smash AMF, Excelsior, etc., etc. You got to lower your expectations a little bit because this is something that's in the middle and it's hovering that ground. It's meant to give you good pumps and good energy in the gym. It's got the beta-alanine in there. And it's also supposed to have some stimulants to help you get that buzziness, get that excited, feel-good energy to keep you going and pumping in the gym. Let's go over this label, shall we? Like I said, there's 14.76 grams in 1 scoop, and there's 25 servings per container. So value for money, it's not bad, it's decent. This one costs about $50, and they have this on various different websites you can get it from. You have NutriCartel, SubCentral, I'm pretty sure Ruesco has it, and a bunch of other vendors. You can check all the links where to buy it down below. Let's go over this label. We start off with caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams. That's a nice dose right there. I personally like it anywhere from 300 to 400. I think anything over 400 is overkill and absolutely unnecessary. It's going to give you the jitters in the gym. It's going to make you all shaky, give you that little crackhead aesthetic. And I'm sure you don't want that while you're in the gym. You don't want to be tweaking while you're at the gym. I find that up until 400 milligrams of caffeine, for me personally, is the sweet spot. After that, we have 2-amino, which is, of course, DMHA, 200 milligrams. None of that Jugglin's Regia English walnut nonsense. Straight up 2-amino. This is DMHA. This is the stimulant that's supposed to bring the entire package together. I love DMHA. It's the younger brother of DMAA. It's supposed to be a little bit lighter. It's supposed to have less constrictive properties than DMAA, and it's the healthier alternative. Again, using healthy in quotations because you know you're not supposed to take this stuff every day. You want to try to limit DMHA and DMAA to 2-3 times a week max, just like I do. Next, we have 150 milligrams of theobromine, which is extracted from cocoa beans. And this synergizes with caffeine really well, and it helps kind of offset some of the constriction that comes from caffeine. It's supposed to help with blood flow. It's supposed to help with focus. It's an overall good ingredient. 150 milligrams is decent. The next ingredient is 100 milligrams N-phentyl dimethylphenol. I can't pronounce that to save my life. But that is Arrhea-genesis. It's 100 milligrams, just a different name for Arrhea-genesis. That's that feel-good chemical. And it synergizes really, really well with DMHA. 100 milligrams is not a lot, but if it's a well-sourced Arrhea-genesis, then 100 milligrams is all you need. That is all under the explosive stim matrix. As you see, there's 2 categories over here. We have the explosive stim matrix, and then you have the performance and pump matrix. Again, a hybrid. That is the whole concept, that is the whole gimmick of this pre-workout. It's supposed to be a hybrid. So let's get to the performance and pump matrix, shall we? We have citrulline malate at 4,000 milligrams, which is a decent dose, slightly below what I like. I like 6,000 milligrams personally. 6,000 to 8,000 is a perfect dose. There are some pump formulas that go up to 10,000, which I personally think is overkill. It's not necessary, but 4,000 is decent. If you combine it with some other stuff, it might be good. You might want to stack a pump formula on this, but I don't think you have to, because again, the whole hybrid concept is it's supposed to be somewhere in between. So theoretically, you don't want to be stacking a pump formula on this. So 4,000 milligrams of citrulline malate, it'll get the job done. It'll give you a little bit of pumps. We have beta-alanine at 3,200 milligrams. That is the clinical dose. That's for the tingles. That's to give you that endurance, that energy, that little boost in the gym. And that's supposed to be an ingredient that saturates in your body over time. So theoretically, if you're taking it every single day, just like you would creatine, it's an ingredient that gets saturated into your body. But if you're just taking these kind of pre-workouts once, twice a week, all you're really going to get is the tingles and a little bit of extra endurance, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Tingles are good. We like the tingles. Next, we have betaine anhydrous at 3,000 milligrams. That's a very nice dose. Betaine anhydrous is there to give you extra strength in the gym, extra aggression, the power to push a little further past your limit. And I personally really like that. 3,000 is good. I usually go 2,500 to 3,000. That's a solid dose. You can't go wrong with it. Lastly, we have Hydro Prime at 2,000 milligrams, which is their signature trademarked ingredient. I'm pretty sure it's a powder form of glycerol, which again, glycerol is great for pumps, provided you're drinking a lot of water. It's going to give you that full muscular look, especially when you're drinking a lot of water, because your muscles are going to saturate that water, and it's going to give you a pump for a couple of hours post-workout, which is really nice. We like the pumps. The pumps are nice. How does all of this come together? This hybrid, if you will, from Kilo Labs. Like I mentioned, today was my second time taking it. My first time about 8 or 9 days ago, I took it at a slightly heaping scoop. And it was underwhelming. I'm going to be honest, it was underwhelming. Granted, I took it after work at about 5 p.m., so usually I'm a little bit tired from work. It's not as effective as when I'm taking a high stim pre-workout on Saturday or Sunday. Those are the days where I really get to push for 2.5, 3 hours in the gym. So granted, I did take it after work, but at the same time, it felt underwhelming. I had a little bit of that buzz. I had a little bit of mood elevation. I wouldn't say there was euphoria, but it was decent. It wasn't bad by any means. It was definitely a solid step above a daily driver, but nothing more than that. There wasn't any happiness that came with it. I forgot to mention that this is technically the second version of the product that came out. It's not officially called V2, but there was a version that came in a different tub. As you can see in the picture here, there was a version that came in a different tub prior, and I never got to experience that one. I never got to try it when it was in that stage. And people were saying that that created a lot of happiness, mood elevation, euphoria. Again, people were making the dark energy comparisons. And I only got this one recently. This is after they rebranded, so this is what the tub looks like now. It's got that nice little street graffiti aesthetic. They rebranded to it. And technically, on paper, the formula is the same. But a lot of people on the forum have been speculating that ever since they changed the tub, the quality of the ingredients changed a little bit, and it doesn't hit the same way that it did prior. I can't tell you that because I never had the previous version. I'm only taking this version for the first time. This is my first product ever from Kilo Labs. So that was my first experience taking that product. How did I feel today? Well, I just got back from the gym. I was there for about an hour and 40 minutes today after taking a 5-day stim break, an entire stim break except for my morning coffee. I took a massive heaping scoop today, and I mean a really massive heaping scoop today. How did I feel? Not that much different. I was surprisingly slightly disappointed. And again, I have a shelf of top hitters right behind me, as you can see. I know the camera's inverted, but there are top hitters on that shelf. You have Excelsior, you have Dark Energy, Crack Barbarian, Crack Primal. I got some Insane Labs products. I got Assassin V8. I have Zeus. I have El Jefe. There's a lot of products that I have. A lot of reviews to come. There's going to be a lot more reviews to come. But comparing this product here, Kilo Labs Hybrid, to those products, you really can't compare it. because it's just a notch below, and that's me being objective and unbiased. I have no stake here. I have no agenda whatsoever except bringing you my personal experience in the gym with these products. I pay for every one of these products, and I'm 100% objective. I'm not sponsored by anybody. This right here, Kilo Labs Hybrid, this is a decent entry-level high stim pre-workout for people that want to dabble with this kind of stuff, people that want to dip their toes into DMHA, people that are afraid of DMAA and afraid of things like Excelsior and Smash AMF that have a secret hidden sauce ingredient. But this right here is something I would recommend to somebody that takes maybe C4, Bucked Up, or any other daily normal caffeine-based mainstream pre-workout, somebody that wants to dabble with this stuff, but without going all the way into it and committing into the high, crazy intense stuff. This is a good entry point. I would recommend this product for beginners, maybe even intermediates. But as far as recommending this to stim junkies, people that are used to taking 2 scoops of crack and taking that Excelsior and all the other hitters that I mentioned previously, it's not going to do much for you. And I'm just being honest. This is a good entry-level product for people that are beginners, people that want to experience a little bit of a buzz, a little bit of mood elevation. But I'm going to tell you right off the bat that all that stuff is in the background. If you're looking for an experience where the product is going to overtake you entirely and you're going to be lost in a zone and lost in a euphoric bubble, this is not that product. This is very much in the background. You're still very much in control. There's not going to be elevated heart rate. There's not going to be heart beating through your chest. You're not going to get the crazy shakes. You're going to feel a little beta tingles. Sure you will. You're going to feel a little buzz, a little mood elevation in the background, but nothing crazy. You're still very much in the driver's seat, and this is just in the background, nudging you a little bit. So I cannot recommend this for hardcore stim junkies that are following this channel. If you're a beginner, I say go for it. If you're able to get yourself a good discount and spend about $45 after a discount code, go for it. It's not a bad product, but it's not on that level. It's definitely not worthy of high stim ace. One thing I do have to say though is that the pumps on this thing were really, really nice. I had really juicy, swole looking pumps going into the gym, even 3 sets in. I hit chest, shoulders, biceps, and triceps today, doing a little circuit training. And I found myself being really pumped up and looking really great, checking myself out in the mirror. I took a couple of pictures, a little video footage, and I was overall very pleased with the pump element. And that's surprising because it's technically below clinical dose when it comes to the citrulline, but at the same time, like I always say, labels are just labels. And sometimes these ingredients could synergize together, even if they're not at clinical dose, you can still get a nice pump, you could still get a nice effect. How long does this last? It lasted me about an hour and 40 minutes. I felt it in the background, and I still kind of feel a little bit of that background buzz right now. But again, I am still very much in control of everything. I don't feel a high per se. I don't feel anything crazy illicit in here. This is a clean, beginner-friendly Stim Junkie pre-workout. With that being said, they are officially reformulating this version of the product, if you can believe it. This version already doesn't hit crazy hard, but they're reformulating it. They're going to eliminate the DMHA entirely. So if I'm going to make a prediction, I'm going to predict that this product is going to go even further down. At that point, I don't know if I can recommend it to you. But as of now, as of this recording, Kilo Labs Hybrid is a product you should get if you're a beginner, if you're afraid of taking that step into the next level, if you're afraid of crack or DMAA or Excelsior, and you kind of want to dabble your toes in there and try out a high stim experience without going all the way in. That is the perfect product for that. But if you're looking for something to get you lost in euphoria, to get you lost in that music and have you pumping for 3 hours like a maniacal beast, this is not that product. That wraps up the review, guys. This is Kilo Labs Hybrid. If you want to get it, I will provide all the links down below where you can pick this up at a reasonable price. There are many coupon codes out there. You can feel free to message me. I'll give you a couple of coupon codes I use myself. I do not have my own coupon code yet, but I'm working on it, one day at a time. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me the like. Share the video with a friend and a fellow Stim Junkie, or maybe not even a fellow Stim Junkie, because this product can be taken by everyday gym goers. So share this video with your friends, fellow gym enthusiasts, like the video, subscribe to my channel for excellent content that is unbiased and 100% based on my authentic experience. Take care, everybody. Ace, signing off.